Welcome to Salisbury University on the Air, a program highlighting the activities and the people of the campus. My name is Susan Purnell. Philanthropic women's groups are not a new concept. These organizations exist at universities and in communities across the country, proving to be effective vehicles for generating financial and intellectual support for students and others. For the past year, I've had the privilege of being a part of such a group right here at SU. The Women's Circle of Salisbury University was founded last May to enhance the educational experiences of SU students while enriching the lives of Circle members themselves. Joining me to discuss the network is one of its co-founders, Michelle Thomas, an SU Foundation board member, along with SU student Chelsea Kamel. First, Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Suze.
It seems like ages since I've seen you.
I believe it has.
Yeah, last night.
In Payo.
We're in an exercise class together.
Yeah.
Anyway, tell me a little bit about your involvement with SU. I know I usually interview people who work for SU, but you don't. So how did you become so involved with SU?
In 1999, Ed joined the Salisbury University Foundation Board, and through his involvement with the foundation, I got involved with the various activities. And he served as chairman in '07 and '08, and then he went off of the foundation board, and I joined in 2012.
And why is it important to you and to Ed to be a part of the university?
Well, the university is a huge part of our community, and we are very adamant about being involved in the community and participating and helping various nonprofits, and the university with all that they do was just a natural fit.
It's really right. And I don't know if you're planning on sharing this, but you go back a long way. In conjunction with the university, we put on a tennis tournament.
Oh, that little thing. Yeah, that went for 10 years.
Right.
The Jack Purnell Chris Thomas Memorial Tennis Tournament.
Right. And they were so incredibly helpful to us, the
Absolutely.
university. We couldn't have done it without them.
No.
So provided us with all kinds of support.
They sure did.
It was a great town gown collaboration.
It was a good 10-year run.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
So how is it that you are linked now to the Women's Circle?
Well, what happened is when Greg Prince joined the foundation, he, as you know, met with each of the board members for the foundation. We had coffee over at the university, and we were chit-chatting, what we wanted to do, directions, his experiences from prior university positions, and the topic came up about a women's group at the university, and I said, do we have one here? And he said no. And so it just kind of, sometimes I open my mouth and stick my foot in, and I said, well, let's do it. And that's how it got started.
Right. And who else was involved with the beginnings of it?
Ashley Stern was a huge help. She's also a board member as well as you are. And then we've had a tremendous amount of help from staff of Salisbury University, Stephanie Gordy, Donna Birdingham, and Amy Hassan. And it's just kind of gone.
And I think President Janet Dudley Eschbach has also been supportive, hasn't she?
Oh, she has. Dr. Janet has been to almost every event that we've had, and she has really connected with the women and has enjoyed meeting women in the community that, again, had no connection to the university. So it's broadened her circle of people in the community as well. So it's been great. She's been a huge help. She's a big inspiration to a lot of us, and it's just been great.
I think the opportunity to meet her has been another good thing for the people in the committee.
It has. The other night at the closing event that we had, one of the students that served on the search committee when she was applying for the position got to meet her.
I heard that.
And that was very exciting for Dr. Janet as well as the former student.
Right. That's great.
Yeah, it was.
I think when women put their heads together, they're a lot more powerful than they are individually. That's what I've always said. I'm involved also with the Women's Fund of the Community Foundation, which is another similar organization, but with a different purpose. Can you tell us more about the purpose of the Women's Circle here at SU?
What we wanted to do was to introduce women in the community to the university that may not be aware of what the university has to offer. There's a lot of activities, a lot of things that women can participate in that would give them an opportunity to meet and connect with other people in the community, but also with the students of Salisbury University. So we wanted to have the students interact with this group of professional women of all ages, to serve as mentors and to be around them, to answer field questions, to offer advice.
And it's good for both sides, isn't it?
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
as we become mentors, we learn so much about what's going on today in the minds of women that age. When and where, and I think I know the answer to this because I think I was there,
You were.
did the group first meet?
Believe it or not, it was just June of last year.
Wow.
And we met. It was a beautiful night at our house. And it was kind of a get out, throw the idea, the concept out to women that were invited to see what women thought and what type of reception we had for the idea. And fortunately, everybody was, let's roll, let's go. And so
we recruited some people that night to be
we
members,
did.
didn't we?
We sure did, and it has grown tremendously since June of last year.
Now, the second meeting I wasn't at, it was at the Medical Simulation Center. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, unfortunately, I missed it as well.
Oh, gosh.
Which I was hugely
I heard
disappointed.
it was great. I know.
It was very successful. A lot of people, and I had no idea about the Sim Center, which is a gem of the university. It is a facility where students can go and practice real life situations. For instance, they have a mannequin that is a female that's delivering a baby. And
It actually delivers the baby?
it delivers a baby. They have a mannequin of a young child that has been abused. They have another male mannequin that is in distress, that type of thing. But what was fun the night of the event is that we had two actors that were participating in the ladies' night that were experiencing some mental disorders. And the women that were in attendance that night were not aware of it until the end of the night.
Oh, no. What did they do?
They just had some OCD type tendencies and schizophrenic type tendencies, and it just showed the women how the students interact with these actors during the simulation and deal with them for their studies. It enhances their studies.
Gosh, that's real. I'm sorry I missed that one.
So am I.
I really am. Now, let's talk about some of the other activities that we've had during the course of the year.
I think the Sim Center was followed up by a cooking demonstration.
I did go to that.
So did I. We held that at Sobo's, and Chef Artero did a cooking demonstration. We put together, I believe it was a wonderful
It was a crab salad, wasn't
crab
it?
salad. And
I've tried to
that was,
emulate that.
I have.
Without much success.
Yeah, but that was a lot of fun. That was more of a social type meet and greet, and like I said, the little cooking demonstration. Recently, we had the motivational speaker, Neen James, that we attended. She's from Australia and just recently became a United States citizen. And she was fabulous, talking about motivation, and that was for men and women. And then we also attended the Women's Business Panel during Women's History Month, which was a discussion of women working, trying to hold a full-time job, and then also raising family and that sort of thing.
Well, I know it's been for me a really great experience to be around all these very interesting women, share ideas with them, and learn more about what the university has to offer this community, which is a whole lot.
It absolutely has a lot. And
Absolutely.
until my involvement with the foundation, and even more so with the Women's Foundation, I had no idea what was available.
So do you have plans now for next year?
Well, we do, and top on the list is the Sim Center because that was a tremendous success. I don't know what actors we will have this year, but we will do that. We are also looking at some other educational type events and panel discussions as they're lined up through the university. So 2015 is not completely ironed out.
Sure. Well,
It'll be fun.
you know, it's the second year, and we really have a lot of hard acts to follow.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
So, can anybody join the Women's Circle?
Absolutely. Any profession, a housewife, a professional, recent college graduate, anyone that wants to get connected, to meet other women, to network, to become involved in the university.
And how does one go about it? Say today I decide I want to be a member of the Women's Circle. and I'm sitting here watching this program, where do I go to find out more information?
If you're on Facebook, we have a Facebook page called the Women's Circle of Salisbury University, so you can certainly visit that website. You can contact Stephanie Gordy at the university. Someone could reach out to me. They could call you, and you could direct them to me.
Absolutely. So there's lots of
so
ways.
there's a lot of ways.
No excuses.
No, none.
For not joining.
None whatsoever.
We've also had another major success this year that we haven't discussed yet. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We were very fortunate that enough women believed in the mission and the goal of the Women's Circle that we have been able to set up an endowment fund. And through that endowment fund, the work and efforts of the Women's Circle will go on into perpetuity.
So when you say endowment, I think a lot of our listeners might not know what that means. Can you explain that a little further?
Sure. An endowment is when monies are invested, they're managed by the foundation, and the principal amount remains intact, and then earnings that we get from the investments we distribute into the scholarships or to the financial assistance that we're offering to students.
And then what's done with the monies that, besides just offering scholarships, any other things that are done with the monies? Or
No,
is scholarship the main?
that's the main
Main use. Okay.
The principal amount remains intact,
Right.
and throughout the years it's just continuously reinvested. Any future donation, so if someone makes a $100 donation to the Women's Circle, that will stay there, but the interest that we earn, the earnings or revenue from that initial donation will be distributed through the scholarship.
Now, I know this year we had a $500 award, but it was also matched, wasn't it, by another program?
It was the honors program. We were fortunate enough to be able to team up and award a $1,000 scholarship.
That's great. And who's the recipient?
Her name is Chelsea Camille.
And I think she's here with us today.
She is. She'll be joining you.
That's great. Now, what were the criteria for choosing Chelsea?
Any applicant has to have at least a 3.0 GPA, and the Women's Circle wants to see, because we are involved in the community, we want to see that the student is involved in the community, not only the campus community, but the community of Salisbury.
Well, I can't wait to meet Chelsea, our first recipient
She's
of
great.
the Women's
We're very
Circle
proud
Award.
of her.
Absolutely. And it's been great talking to you. It is a wonderful network of people.
It is.
If anybody out there is interested, I think you'll be warmly welcomed into a great group of girls that are just trying to do good things for the community and for SU.
Absolutely, and we would welcome.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
We'll hear from the SU student who received the Women's Circle Educational Enhancement Award in just a moment. But first, here's a look at events happening on campus this summer. My next guest is Chelsea Camille. the first recipient of the Women's Circle Award. Welcome, Chelsea.
Hi, how are you?
I'm just great. So good to see you. I saw you the other night when you accepted your award.
Yes, it was such an honor. I was very thankful.
Congratulations.
Thank
yes.
you.
What does earning this award mean to you?
It has been fantastic. I could never imagine I would have been a first recipient of like the Women's Circle Award with such great women, and I didn't even know this organization existed, but to be the beneficiary of something so great that will benefit me educationally and on my resume is just amazing. I'm so grateful.
Now, you graduate this May,
Yes.
and what have you studied?
I am an exercise science major with an allied health track, so I focused on a lot of sciences so that I could get into physical therapy school. And I also have a dance minor because dance is my passion.
So tell me about what your goal is when you get out of school, when you have, I know, some future school ahead of you.
Yes.
What do you want to be?
After I begin the 3-year program of physical therapy school, I will graduate with a doctorate, and eventually I'd like to open my own practice, possibly with my sister, because we're both in health-related fields. So I will be a doctor of physical therapy, and my goal will be to help people attain a better quality of life.
That's fantastic. Now, you mentioned your other passion of dance.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I've been dancing since I was 4, so it's been a form of exercise, a stress relief, a hobby. It's built my self-esteem and confidence, and I have been a part of the SU dance company for my entire college career, and I've gotten to choreograph original pieces and be a member of lots of dance company shows that the community has come to see, and it's just been great, especially at Salisbury.
I've seen you actually on
Have you?
stage. Yes.
Have you?
And Mary Norton is a friend
Yes.
of mine, and she's such a fantastic
Mary's fantastic.
teacher. She really is. Now, what have been your volunteer or community service areas of interest that have, I know this was part of the criteria for selecting you was your volunteer work. What's that been?
Well, when I came to Salisbury, I wanted to look and see what clubs there were, and I found this organization called Girls on Top of the World Community Service Club. So it's a huge group of girls, and the best part about it is it's non-selective. Anyone can join. You pay some dues, like $40, and it goes to, they use the money for community outreach. So we look around and we find whoever is in need at that particular time. We've donated cans to the Humane Society. We've done Women Supporting Women walks, Crohn's and colitis, Operation Christmas boxes. We've made cards for soldiers around the holidays, and we have to do 8 events each semester to be rewarded at the end with a social gathering. So it's just been a great experience, and I've gotten to know a lot of organizations and help the community through it.
That's just fantastic. I can see, I mean, you were a no-brainer to select.
Thank you.
Yeah. In addition to being a member of the SU Thomas E. Bellavance Honors Program, you're also in several other honor societies, I understand. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. Freshman year, for people who achieve a 3.5 GPA or higher, there's Phi Eta Sigma. So I was inducted in that the end of freshman year. That's a large honor society that rewards freshmen. The next honor society I was a part of is Phi Kappa Phi, which I was inducted as a junior, and you have to be in the top 75% of your class. So that was a big honor. I was very happy to be a part of that, the Phi Kappa Phi honor society. And finally, Phi Epsilon Kappa. So Phi Epsilon Kappa is an exercise honor society that unites people who are in exercise-related fields, like nutritionists, physical therapists, gym teachers, anything related to exercise and improving quality of life through exercise.
Now, right after you graduate, what are your plans?
I am going straight into the University of Maryland Eastern Shore Doctor of Physical Therapy program.
And you said that's 3 years.
That is 3 years.
So you'll be a doctor. I'll have to call you Dr. Kamel.
Yes,
3 years.
I will. It's still unbelievable to me.
That's great. And how does the Women's Club Award help you with this?
It's such a relief off my shoulders. I've done 2 things with this award. I have been able to earn a certification, which I need to graduate. So I needed to pass a professional certification. I chose ACSM, American College of Sports Medicine. So for my exercise science degree, it was important for me to pass this exam. And these exams range from $250 to $400. And
Just to take the exam.
just to take the exam, you don't need, like, that doesn't say you're going to pass it.
Right.
It doesn't say you don't have to retake it. So the field that I chose was a certified group exercise instructor exam because I am already a group exercise instructor. So this would enhance my resume and allow me to graduate. So the Women's Circle Award allowed me to take this test free. And I passed it. I bought my textbooks with the money. I studied and I passed it. So I'm just so thankful that I didn't have to, dig through any savings or ask my mom for money for this because it's on top of tuition.
So it did have an impact on your family as well.
Oh, absolutely. My mom is a single mom. She has been since I can remember. And I have a twin sister and a younger brother also in college.
Where's your twin?
She's at Towson, also studying exercise
Oh,
science.
how about that? You didn't
But-
go together.
We didn't. We needed some time apart. But all three of us are in college currently, and she's working 2 jobs. She's a fantastic woman, and I'm so thankful that this award was given to me because it's helped all of us.
I was a single mother too, and I cannot even imagine having 3 in college.
I mean, she's a great woman.
She must be. She must be. And just meeting you, I'm sure she is.
Thank you.
And you said there's 2 ways, so how else will you be using the award?
The other way I'll be using the award is by enrolling in, it's called the GAP program. It's a pre-matriculation program at UMES to prepare for my doctorate. So it will be a 14-day cadaver lab workshop, and it introduces students like me to a gross anatomy course. So this will be very helpful, and the professors at UMES have said that this is the best way to prepare for it.
Well, I think if you can get through a cadaver course, you can get through any course.
I hope.
You're a better woman than me.
It will be interesting.
Yeah. Now, I know that coming now to the end of your college career, you've been reflecting on a little bit about what SU has meant to you. Can you share some of those thoughts with us?
It's almost too much to talk about. SU, what it means to me, I didn't realize the impact that this school would have on me, but I have been able to excel academically, professionally, and through hobbies. This school has given me so many opportunities, and I just walk around campus now that I had an internship, so I don't go on campus that much, but I walk around and I just reminisce, and I look at the trees at Holloway, and I'm just like, freshman year all the way up till now, it's just been amazing, and I'm just so thankful. When I chose Salisbury, it was between this school and College Park, and I knew here I'd be a bigger fish in the sea. And
I think you're a very big fish in the sea.
Thank you. And I also had the opportunity to be in the honors program. I had the opportunity to be in living learning communities and excel in the dance company. So it's been fantastic.
Oh, that's just great. Well, I can certainly understand why you were chosen for this award, and I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you so much.
So glad we could help you out just in this tiny way with your career.
Yes, thank you.
Great meeting you.
You too.
Once again, you can find the Women's Circle on Facebook at the Women's Circle at Salisbury University. As you can see, a very deserving student was selected by the Women's Circle for its first award. I'm sure that Chelsea will go on to make the group and her alma mater very proud. To the women who are watching today, I hope you'll be able to come find yourself within the circle. I'm Susan Purnell, and this has been Salisbury University on the Air. Thank you for watching.